Can your PC run Spider-Man Remastered? Spider-Man Remastered minimum system requirements. OS, 64-bit Windows 10. CPU, Intel Core i3-4160, 3.6 GHz or AMD equivalent. Memory, 8 GB of RAM. GPU, Nvidia GTX 950 or AMD Radeon RX 470. DirectX, version 12. Available storage, 75 GB. Spider-Man Remastered recommended system requirements. OS, 64-bit Windows 10. CPU, Intel Core i5-4670, 3.4 GHz or AMD Ryzen 5 1600, 3.2 GHz. Memory, 16 GB of RAM. GPU, Nvidia GTX 1066 GB or AMD Radeon RX 588 GB. DirectX, version 12. Available storage, 75 GB. PlayStation and Insomniac Games revealed all PC features that will be incorporated into Spider-Man Remastered. Here are the official descriptions of all the special features. Ray-traced reflections are available across the game for those with hardware that supports them. Reflections also have varied quality levels, one of which is a new, higher-quality ray-traced mode that offers even more city detail when web-swinging and fighting crime in Marvel's New York. Nvidia DLSS, Deep Learning Super Sampling, increases graphics performance using dedicated Tensor Core AI processors found only on GeForce RTX GPUs, boosting frame rates with uncompromised image quality. Nvidia DLAA, Deep Learning Anti-Aliasing, is an AI-based anti-aliasing mode for GeForce RTX gamers who have spare GPU headroom and want higher levels of image quality. Beyond choosing output resolutions, we also support a wide range of display ratios, including ultra-wide 21:9, panoramic 32:9, and Nvidia Surround multi-monitor setups. If you've got 3 monitors, we've got the game for you to show them off with. Many other rendering systems are more customizable than they have been in the past, with additional quality levels and algorithmic options. These include SSAO, texture filtering, LOD, quality, shadows, and more. We support windowed, full screen, and exclusive full screen rendering modes. We're excited to use the adjustable render settings, as it'll allow us to maximize the graphical fidelity of Spider-Man. We expect that community developers will launch mods that enable Spider-Man to look 10x better than its PS4 or PS5 counterpart. Having access to ray tracing is also nice, as we'll maintain superior lighting options throughout New York City. For instance, the screenshots shown by PlayStation indicate that the visual fidelity in Spider-Man is far greater than that of the PS5. However, nobody will know the full extent of this port's visual fidelity until Spider-Man is released on August 12. Is Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered coming to the Steam Deck? Unfortunately, the chances of Valve's Steam Deck running Spider-Man are low. This version of Marvel's Spider-Man is meant to focus on next-generation technology, meaning handheld consoles like the Steam Deck will struggle to operate this game without overheating. Least when trying to run Spider-Man at its peak settings. The Steam Deck would need to run Spider-Man at its lowest settings to ensure that overheating didn't occur, and at that point, you'd be better to experience this game through a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. Spider-Man Remastered minimum PC requirements. Processor, CPU Intel Core i3-4160 or AMD equivalent. Graphics, GPU Nvidia GeForce GTX 950 or AMD equivalent. RAM, 8 GB. Resolution, 1280 by 720 pixels at 30 frames per second. Spider-Man Remastered recommended PC requirements. Processor, CPU Intel Core i5-4670 or AMD Ryzen 5 1600. Graphics, GPU Nvidia GeForce GTX 1066 GB or AMD Radeon RX 580. RAM, 16 GB. Resolution 1920 by 1080 pixels at 60 frames per second. Spider-Man Remastered very high PC requirements. Processor, CPU Intel Core i5-11400 or AMD Ryzen 5 3600. Graphics, GPU Nvidia GeForce RTX 3070 or AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT. RAM, 16GB. Resolution, 4K at 60 frames per second. Spider-Man Remastered amazing ray tracing PC requirements. Processor, CPU Intel Core i5-11600K or AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. Graphics, GPU Nvidia GeForce RTX 3070 or AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. RAM, 16GB. Resolution, 1, for 40p at 60 frames per second, 4K at 30 frames per second. Spider-Man Remastered Ultimate Ray Tracing PC requirements. Processor, CPU Intel Core i7-12700K or AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. Graphics, GPU Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 or AMD Radeon RX 6950 XT. RAM, 16GB. Resolution, 4K at 60 frames per second.